think. So, tell me what you think.
I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. Who's ready for me? You ready? That's what I say to all the guys. Hey, you ready for me? I'm ready for me. You ready for me? Who's ready for Dean? You ready for Dean? Who's ready? How many people are ready for Dean? There's a good few years where no one was ready
Why
for
do you say
Dean.
that to the guys?
Now people are ready for Dean. I don't know. Just a thing to say, really. It was just a funny little thing to say. It wasn't really serious. It wasn't being serious.
Is it like you say that to the guys when you're ready to have sexy time? High five!
High five! Are you guys doing that this week too? Because of Borat 2 walking around
Oh
saying
my
dumb
God,
shit?
yes.
Like,
Yeah. Well, that's been my whole life, actually, Dean.
Try not to, because I got a lot of mileage out of it 10 years ago.
I was walking around the other day in my house by myself, and I've got 3 beautiful boys. See you guys. See, this is what we do here. We work together. They're eating. They're leaving. They're awesome. They just made dinner. Anyway, I walk around all the time going, my anus is very tight. and like out of nowhere, I'll just say it. My anus is very tight. And the other day, I'm doing laundry, and I'm putting the laundry in, and I'm stuffing it in there. I'm like, oh, the laundry anus is very tight. Anyway.
It's like it never gets old.
No.
Borat is like a musical earworm. Once you've been exposed to it into your head,
yeah,
you just can't help yourself. Sometimes you got to let a Boratism fly. I get it.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that movie. Anyway, Darryl Spring joins us. Say hi to Darryl Spring. Say hi to Darrin Pfeiffer. Hello, boys. Nice to see you. Welcome to the Dean Blundell Show. It is live at deanblundell.com. You can get us on Twitch TV. Go to Twitch TV/Dean Blundell TV. Am I correct, Sean? I nailed that one? Not bad. I didn't even write it down.
Are we on
Twitter? Am I still? Yeah, that's Periscope. Periscope. Dude, you know what? We're on Periscope right now, live on Twitter. You can get us at deanblundell.com as well, wherever you get your stuff. But I was talking to our sponsors, Owner's Box Fantasy Sports. These guys are fucking awesome, by the way. And I was talking to them yesterday because in I don't know, we're radio guys, right? In computer land, the internet, the interesting thing about the internet is that you can get like results right away. You can like go, oh, we did this, and here's what happened, and here are the numbers on a piece of paper. With radio,
sorry, that's really funny because the radio ratings just got canceled for the fall because they don't have enough data. They're like, we've done so poorly, we're just not going to have fall ratings in the spring.
Yeah. Well, it's stuff like this. It's eating them alive, right? Like this is the kind of stuff that. And I listen. I'm not doing this to destroy radio, but if it helps, so what? But anyway. So I get them these, and so we've been doing these videos now for like, I don't know what, a month. Like we had to build the product, and then there's been a plan in place, and we've got a bunch of people, great fucking people. Now we've got a bunch of content. We got to get the content out. And so, what was my point? Where was I going with this?
Talking about instant results.
Instant results. Thank you very much. Instant results. So I phoned our sponsors in Owner's Box because I was looking at our Periscope numbers. We had like 2 million minutes of videos watched last month, just at itsdeanblundell.com.
Well, I think I saw that same report. Dean, and I think half of that was porn.
No, but it was just 2 million minutes watched by other people, not by you or me or anybody. See,
that's my numbers.
Else.
Those are my numbers.
Yeah,
got it. That makes total sense. Yeah.
Anyway. Of course, DeanBlundell.com's Dean Blundell Show, brought to you by our friends at Owner's Box Weekly Fantasy Sports. They're fucking awesome. I wonder if they'll let me just say that as part of the tag. They're really cool. Like they're an incredible company to work with. They've gotten me like balls deep in fantasy sports, and I'm allowed to say that. But I wonder if I'm allowed to, and I'm going to call the owner and go, "Hey guys, can I say Owner's Box Weekly Fantasy Sports? It's fucking awesome." Like, and do a commercial around that.
You might actually create a new whole series of ad mats for them. They might fly with that.
Yeah. You guys want to see my new mug, by the way?
Sports.
My new mug.
It's in the game.
I like that kind of advertising, like the Metamucil, like you go to get some Metamucil or some stuff, some Benefiber to get stuff going through your system if you're plugged up. I'd rather just know exactly. Yeah. Just this helps me shit big time. Like if I saw like a Metamucil thing that had that tag on it, this will help you shit, and then underneath it, big time. I'd be all over it.
Yeah.
So
Preparation H.
Do you remember?
Ass pain goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
Do you remember the SNL commercial? I think it was the Phil Hartman one.
Yeah.
Where they're talking about a breakfast cereal called Colon Blow.
Yeah, made with pure asbestos.
Yeah, there's super colon blow.
Yeah, because that was like right about the time everybody started eating like tree bark for fiber, and your parents were like, "This stuff tastes like shit, but at least we won't get colon cancer from all the McDonald's."
Right. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, honesty in advertising would be refreshing.
Would it be great? Anyway, these guys are awesome. Owners Box, love them. Owners Box Fantasy Sports. Go get your account today. Sign up. We'll play some fantasy this weekend. All of us are going to play fantasy this weekend. And we can go head-to-head. You can tag me. My name's up there. I don't have one of those cheesy accounts either, like Wolfman69er. I'm not that guy. I'm like Dean Blundell on everything that I do. And so, having said all that, Owner's Box wants to play with you and pay you to play. They're going to give you a $50 free deposit match up to $50 free deposit match when you go and sign up too, if you want to play for real dough. So do that right now. And Blue Microphones, at Blue Microphones on Twitter. Or go to DeanBlundell.com right now. Blue.
They sound fucking great.
Sound fucking awesome. The blue fucking headphones are the balls.
Blue, crystal fucking clear.
Yeah.
The cat's ass of headphones.
That's it. That's the winner.
These sons of bitches won an Emmy. So, Blue Microphones are the official microphone of DeanBlundell.com, and the entire network here wants to give you a whole bunch of gear. Hey, and you know what? Here's the great part about these clients that we have. They know what they got into when they signed up. They know me. So there's like, okay, so just so you know, this is how I am. And they're like, absolutely. That's what people watch. That's why we're signing up. That's why we want to do business with you. So these microphones, which are the if you don't have one, you can win one by signing up for a contest we've got called the Show Us Your Pod contest right now. We want to work with you. So you send us a link to your podcast. We'll go listen to it if you win the contest, and we'll judge it all. And I heard a great one today called The Toronto Show, or That Toronto Show. These guys are really good. Like, there's some really awesome podcasters out there. Like, unbelievable podcasters out there. Unbelievable. Had no idea.
Yeah, one day, if we work hard enough, guys, we'll get there.
I'm grinding today.
One day, if we keep at it, we keep swinging that bat.
We'll do it.
We'll
So
get there.
go and sign up for the Show Us Your Pod contest. You can see it at the bottom of the screen. It's all there. It's all easy, and it's super, super simple. Just send us a link. Ed at Ed's Fine Imports, edsfineimports.com. His Gitch you can get now. If you buy 3 pairs, you get 1 for free when you order the 3 of these bad boys, luxury underwear, with promo code GITCH3, G-I-T-C-H, the number 3. Just threw them over there because I got a ton of them. Anyway, back to the fun.
Dean, Gitch, your balls will thank you.
That's a good one.
It looked like they had a special like thing for the balls on that.
It looks like a jockstrap, actually.
These guys, you know what? These guys
keep getting the legs stuck. Maybe like if you're playing sports and sweaty.
It's just, I mean, you can see the white outline of the boxer, but if you just look at the box, it looks like a jockstrap. Sports jockstrap.
It looks like Borat. It looks like Borat's like man
swimsuit. Yeah.
My anus is very tight. No, these are them. These are them. These are the Gitch. Yeah, and see, this is the great part about these underwear, dude. It goes like your. Excuse me. He'll be okay with this. Your cock and balls go inside.
Okay.
So, and it's like a tree fort for your nutsack is what it is. That's what I call it. It's like that thing goes right in there. Can we figure something out? Can you get that right in there? Oh, we're getting further away. So, order some Gitch, promo code GITCH3. Let's get to it.
Hold on. I can't start the show unless I pour myself a glass.
Congratulations. That's nice.
It's a nice Chianti.
Drinking at work.
Some fava bean.
Congratulations there, Red Wine Wiener, on your LA Dodgers. I think we should probably start there. What? What's so funny?
I was drinking. That was close.
What's so funny?
Hey, let's
you
try
called
to
me red wine wiener.
Take with red wine before the end of the podcast.
Are you drinking D-Bomb? Yes, no?
No, it's just water. I puked the other night, so I'm feeling good. Just gonna stay hydrated.
Yeah, congratulations on the Dodgers win, and congratulations on Darryl Spring actually coming back from the dead. The last time we tried to do this, Darryl literally vomited in the middle of the show, like
right before it started too.
Yeah, and you could see he was sweaty, he was pasty, and we were excited, right? Because like the three of us haven't done a podcast together in a long time, and we're all yamming it up on emails. We're going to talk about this and make fun of that guy, and Darren's going to go after a couple people he used to work with who aren't alive anymore and can't defend themselves.
Oh, my God.
Did you get any heat from that, by the way,
No.
from your opinion on Bookie? No? Okay, good.
No.
Well, I don't even care if you did. I'd talk about it because I thought it was actually really fucking funny. Because what happens was after we talked about Bookie, who's just no longer with us, and you had a contentious relationship with him, I got inundated with DMs of people that had same experiences as you, and other people who
Really?
didn't.
You
Yeah.
did?
Yeah, and then other people that are like, I can't fucking believe you said that. I'm like, I didn't say shit. I sat there and was like Switzerland, and Darryl was on the other side. Darren didn't have
guts out.
But then I started thinking about it, and I thought, after the whole thing is said and done, that conversation, we should have had another conversation in there about, can you share your terrible experiences you had with someone if they're dead? Are we allowed to do that?
Of course you can.
Well, see, but these are unspoken things, right? Like the second we start talking about like a dead person, everybody's like,
well, I don't think that Darren said anything, offensive really about Bookie. He told a story. I was surprised by the story because I'd never heard Bookie speak.
It wasn't hateful. And Adam Ricard actually posted on Twitter. He goes, I was there.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah,
Adam was there, witnessed the explosion of Bookie on me, and I took it, like I said in the story, I took it. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck you, Bookie. I don't say that now because he's dead. God rest his soul. It's the radio
and
world.
We went through it last week. You really want his soul to rest. You do want his soul to rest. Yeah,
I want his soul to rest. He contributed immensely to radio in Toronto.
Yeah,
he was a walking fucking encyclopedia of musical knowledge.
He knew where you could get. He knew where you could get the best steak and peas within 1 square centimeter
of any city in Canada. Period.
It doesn't matter where. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I lived in Kingston, he's like, "Oh, you got to go to this place," and like he knew.
Yeah.
What talking about.
Yeah. In fact, Bookie had this incredible like ability that nobody had to be able to triptych somebody, to be able to like explain where something is to like according to
your age, Dean.
Yeah. Well, that's what we called him. We called him Steakhouse Triptych, right? Because he would tell you where something it was within the nearest within a half a meter from where he had a good meal. So that was always the funny part. I thought that was great. But it brought a bigger conversation up, which is like anytime someone dies, no one ever is allowed to ever say anything about the dead person, even if the dead person and the person that wants to say something about the dead person hated each other's guts and the dead guy or dead girl was a total prick.
Well, Trump does that. I mean, he kind of shit on John McCain and like didn't go to John Lewis's funeral. So
he's a cocksucker, though. He's just a plain old cocksucker. Like,
so how come we can't talk shit about Hitler?
Well, of course, I talk shit about Hitler. I talk shit about Hitler all the time.
Yeah, everybody hated Hitler.
Yeah, Hitler's girlfriend was fat.
Eva Braun.
Yeah, apparently she was overweight.
I would see. Yeah, she was. Eva Braun was fat.
She had to probably fulfill something with food because Hitler only had one nut
and a very small penis,
and apparently a micro penis.
But like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, and then after we finished the conversation and you were talking about Bookie and your contentious relationship and shared some examples, I was like, fuck, good for Darren. You know what I mean? I just thought, well, fuck, he's probably been, all these platitudes that because here's the thing. When someone dies, we laud platitudes on people and how great they were. Like, some people in my life have died that weren't that great, and I was like, yeah, I'll miss this stuff or whatever. And it's just like death is a weird one because I don't like it, but at the same time, I feel like if someone dies and they're a dick, like if Donald Trump died of COVID, I would have been fucking stoked.
I'd be thrilled.
I would have been so happy. I was like,
when he made it, I was
like, God damn it.
Gene, as soon as he got COVID, I was talking to my wife. I go, wouldn't that be great if he fucking died? I'm getting the date of his death tattooed on my finger right here. And she goes, well, that's really morbid. Why would you get the date of his death tattooed on your finger? And I said, because every day I'm going to see my hand and go, yeah,
he's
that
dead.
was a good day. That was a good fucking day right there. And no matter what mood I'm in, bad mood. Oh, man, I just got some bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Stoked. I'm stoked.
Maybe I don't know. We're not macabre people either. Like, we're pretty good people. Darryl's a much better person than both of us. Do you have any thoughts on the dead person situation, or even better, wishing the worst on a bad person? Because a lot of people say that. They're like, you should never wish the worst on somebody. I'm like, fuck that. There are lots of people I wish the worst.
I'm with
on.
you, Dean. I disagree.
I've got lots of opinions on this. Okay, let's start with go back to Bookie for a second. People do feel, I talked about when Bookie passed because he grew up in Ottawa and I was on the radio here, so he knew people here. So I thought that might connect with some people. So I played some things. I recorded like an homage to Bookie that I think I posted on SoundCloud, and I played it.
Is it an homage or an homage?
I said homage. I mean,
I don't think it's homage. I think it's homage.
It's homage, but I'm in the most like bilingual city in English-speaking Canada.
No one cares.
And I speak pretty good French too.
No one cares about that either because there's no French here.
I'm impressed.
That's true.
So Frenchie.
So about wishing.
I hope you die, Darryl.
Yeah. Me too. Same.
Wishing bad on someone that is alive, but if that person is like a horrible, horrendous dick, then there's nothing wrong with that, really. It's like, no, like someone says something nice. Oh, that guy, he's great. And you're like, no, fuck that guy, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
And there's only a few people on the planet right now that fall into that category. Donald Trump's at the top of that heap.
Okay, so Donald Trump, number one with a bullet, I think for me, probably for you too. Yeah, it's the kids in the cages, a little bit of that, and a splash of the 500,000 people that are going to be dead in the next 3 months, and a little dipsy do on the racism. It's a little bit of that. So who else do you want to die?
This next person is on his way. He's in my top 5.
Okay, all right.
He's like knocking on the door, and death is just getting ready to turn the handle to let him in.
I like it.
It's Sean Hannity.
Sean Hannity. I can get behind Sean Hannity. I'm going to make a list. People I want
that
to
guy
die.
is a gigantic piece of dog shit.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Can I ask a question? Do you guys consider any of the shit that comes out of Fox to be news, or isn't it just basically entertainment? Fuck.
No, you know what? The daytime, when they do news, who was Shepard Smith? Was that his name? He left.
Yeah, he left. He's at MSNBC.
He was a fair reporter, and he was on Fox.
Right.
He's also got one of the funniest like news blunders ever. That guy. It's from a long time ago. But when J-Lo had Jenny from the Block come out, remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that song?
I remember that song. By the way, it took 11 people to write that, by the way. I don't know if you know that. 11 people, 11 writer credits. Darren, you'd like that. Jenny from the Block, 11 people.
That's not uncommon. Beyonce's got like 7 or 8 or 9 people on one song. It's not uncommon.
So anyhow, he was talking about that, and he meant to say that he was just that the song's about her being just a girl from the block, but people would be more likely to give her a curb stomp than something. And instead of saying curb stomp, he came out and said people would be more likely to give a blow job. And then he covered so good from it, and he apologized. He's like, sorry.
Yeah. He's so smooth, dude. I would love to listen to him read porn. Anyway, back to your thing, Darren. Darren, can you tell me who's number 3? We got so far, you're Trump, Hannity. Go ahead.
I really don't like Tucker Carlson at all.
He's all in the same boat there, right? Like on the same team.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson. So that's number 4. Number 3.
What about Johnny Rock?
Do you have like a neighbor, someone we know, someone that you just fucking hate that might be fun to out here?
I'm not a gigantic fan of my ex-singer John Feldman of Goldfinger.
No,
I don't want him to die.
Listen, he wouldn't be in this conversation if you wouldn't be totally okay if you got run over.
If this cat chewy toy represented the people I want to die,
yeah,
John Feldman would be like he'd be like
orbiting.
He'd be orbiting.
Why Why do you hate John Feldman so much?
We
Why
have
is
to
he
start-
approaching death?
We have to start a whole different podcast.
Okay, so forget it. Okay, so who's number 5?
Series.
Who's
Like,
number 5?
Number 4. We haven't done 4 yet.
No, we have done 4 because you went Trump, Hannity, Tucker Carlson, John Feldman. Who's number 5?
I didn't say John Feldman.
Okay, so sorry.
So scratch him out.
You took him off the death
took
list.
him off.
He's in the lobby.
No, I don't want him to die. I just think he's got some issues. He's got kids. I had a lot of great times with John. He's a great songwriter. We just don't see eye to eye. That's the only thing.
Okay, so back to number 3. Do you want some more time? Do you want me to go to Darryl? We're doing a death list here, and I'm not stopping until it's done.
Let's get Darryl to go 4 or 5.
Okay, because he's so nice. Yeah, I got it. Darryl, who give me a top, let's do top 3. 5's too much. Top 3 people you would like to watch die. Oh wait, is that too morbid?
It's
if we're playing Family Feud, I took the top 3 off the list right away.
No, we're not playing Family Feud. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter if they both match. Doesn't matter if they both match.
Okay, I mean, so I try to really be. I've tried to be more positive lately. So wishing death upon people is kind of it's counteractive. But let's go down the rabbit hole and see where we end up.
I love that. You know what? He might be having like a really Darrin. Hey, Darrin. Our boy Darryl here, our boy D Spring might be having like a really great breakthrough in therapy, and we're just gonna kill it.
Yeah, he's taking the parachute off right now. The parachute's coming off. He's
Okay,
jumping.
Go ahead,
back, boys. Let's go.
Go ahead, positive Pete.
Okay, so I would say also with Donald Trump, I've said this for a while. Like, I'm surprised that just with the chaos that is the United States of America, that
he's not
someone hasn't tried something.
And
but
you know what? It's and can I say too, just to add on to what you're saying?
Sure. Yeah.
First time in history, it's been okay to be totally open about wanting to see a president die.
It's weird.
That's a good point.
You know,
right? That's a good point.
It's the first. So at least we got that. Okay, so Trump. Who else?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, probably the last guy that I work for. Like that guy, like I could watch him fall off a cliff and feel no ways about it.
Don't say his name, but let's just call him Pig Vomit.
Yeah,
Pig Vomit.
I learned about that. Yeah. Okay, so
that guy.
This is getting personal now, eh? D. We've tapped into that dark side that he's been trying to get rid of.
Yeah. The stuff that I've been trying to rise above. I'm just gonna. Thanks
You're
a
welcome.
lot, guys. So let's try to get back on track with maybe not something so personal, but pig vomit for sure. Like a fiery car crash wouldn't be horrible.
Yeah.
You know,
like, can I ask you something? Literally, if the last guy you worked with that you're referring to, or this pig vomit fellow you're referring to, or just this general person that you're referring to, if he, I love doing stuff like this. I'm weird. If he was hanging on to the edge of a burning building, and you had like a full harness system waiting to go, like a safety blanket to warm him up, hot chocolate on and that was your job, like you were there, but it's the same guy, you still hate him, he hates you. Would you reach out for his hand and try and pull him in from said burning building?
I would try my hardest, but I'm sure that I would probably like trip on something and somehow I would just not get there in time.
Yeah.
But I would pretend to make a great effort. Like if someone was coming towards the elevator,
and
like the doors are closing,
for optics.
So to be like, you know, like I'm trying to press the button, but
he slipped
to save his life, but he just slipped.
Butterfingers.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's like that emoji.
He's falling.
I use it all the time. I use it all the time. That guy. I fucking love it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Just turn around at all the people watching you, not even make an effort to
You
save
let
the guy.
him die.
Yeah.
Wasn't that pig vomit?
I gotta tell you, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
That guy's hands were sweaty. Wow.
I know for a fact, if Donald Trump was in a car accident and the car's upside down and it was on fire and he's half of his body's burning and he's, Darrin, help me! I'd be like, fuck you, burn and die.
Yeah,
and
I
other
wouldn't
people
even.
are like, you gotta save the president. I'm like,
No,
nope,
can't
I ain't
do
saving shit. I'm gonna go over here and drink some wine. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Die.
You know,
and
you
people
would
be
have.
like, Darrin, let him die. I'd be like, I did. I'll own it. I let him die.
Third person, Darryl.
I'm going to try something that, like, slightly creative with my third person, because these people have been driving me nuts since the start of coronavirus. Is that
Mormons?
No.
The Montreal Canadiens?
The Canadians, Montreal Canadiens.
No, they're fine too. I don't mind them, you know. The Ottawa Senators fans, I don't want to open that thing.
All right.
Eugene Melnick?
I'm trying to do better because I live here.
No. He sued me like
Melnick
3 months ago. Yeah,
he really?
Yeah. He sent me. Well, he didn't sue me, but there was a story that was out there. Yeah, and so I wish him all the best, and we're big Ottawa Senators fans now.
Okay.
No, but like he sent me a letter basically saying, heads up, we're going to sue you if you don't change a bunch of stuff that you said about us in an article. And the stuff that we said about him in an article was actually from another article that we were commenting on. So there's no way he could have sued us, but they were really good about it, actually. I'm like, fuck, sorry, guys. And the other article was totally bogus. So we fucked up because they fucked up, and it's the nature of the business, and so we had to eat shit. But
so
anyway,
you can file that under this, Dean.
Do you know how many things that's going to get us out of from now on?
Just anything goes wrong.
Do you hear what Darrin said?
He
called Danny Healy a murderer.
When I got
say something like that, Darrin, how could you?
When I got fired from The Edge, emojis weren't as big, but I tell you what, if I could have just put out that emoji,
especially when the Steve-O incident, and Steve-O, I don't care. I don't control Steve-O.
Yeah.
Do you have a statement, Dean, for the events that transpired here?
Yep.
Can I do my? Can I do the third person yet? Can I kill someone?
So yeah, third person. You said you're gonna go off chart.
He's been dying to kill this guy, whoever's coming up, because he brought it all the way back, Darrin. Like he really wants to kill this person.
Everyone has wanted to kill this person, though, because when you go through the stores now, there's clearly lines taped on the floor, and it's super easy to follow. But nobody can follow them. And if you try to make an effort to be like, okay, I'm going to be like the responsible person that I should be out in public in the community. Here's what we're doing to keep a little bit, and they're oblivious. They'll just be looking around. Usually they'll probably have their mouth open, looking like that.
How's that go again?
You heard it. So yeah, those people could die, all of them. If you can't shop properly in the pandemic, fuck you, die.
That's a good one. Is that a burp?
I like that.
Was that a belch? Darrin?
No,
not me.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly. Was it? Cleared your throat.
COVID.
And
I was hanging out with Justin Turner, and I got some COVID.
Did you really? You're hanging out with Justin Turner?
Oh yeah, we were like swapping spit, and
making out.
Can you believe that?
First of all, the Dodgers finally got out to Snide, won a World Series after 3 attempts.
Yep. Wow, more like 32, or no, it's 33 attempts, I believe it was. 33.
Well, in modern era, in the last 5 years, they've had 3 attempts. So the last 4 years, they've had 3. This is their 3rd attempt.
33.
No, not in the last 4 years. That's impossible numbers-wise.
No, but you don't just start the history of their drought 4 years ago. Like you start it at the beginning. They've just really been kicked in the nuts over the past 4 years.
Hold on, this is what Ottawa Senators fans try to do when you say they've never won a cup. And they'll be like, oh, well, we won a dozen before, like when they played on a frozen pond with a friggin' cow turd.
They're called the Ottawa Silver 7.
Oh, right. Some knowledge.
But at any rate, we won the World Series.
Congratulations, yes.
And thank you, Dean. It was a game that was, I thought we were going to lose. Honestly, watching the game as a fan, I'm like, this guy, Blake Snell, is throwing balls that are impossible, with a capital I, impossible to hit.
Yeah,
he is stifling every hitter. And making them look really silly along the way. So he comes along on the 3rd rotation, and their manager, what's his name, Kevin Cash, comes along and says, sabermetrics say the 3rd time around the order, you're not so good, so we're going to take you out, even though he only gave up 1 hit. So have a seat. He was pissed. He was visibly pissed. And then the rally began, bang, bang, bang. And they get 2 runs and then a home run by Mookie. And it's 3-1. That's how the game ends. Terrible decision by Kevin Cash. He won us the game, basically. Yeah. I mean, why can't you play baseball with your gut and your eyes? Because if you play baseball with your gut and your eyes, that motherfucker's pitching into 7 and 8, and he is stifling us.
You know, it's interesting too because Dave Roberts left Urias in there for the the rest of the ball game. He got the final out, and two different ways to be able to win a baseball game. But there's this boner for analytics, and Buck Martinez, who was doing the national feed, was talking about like how ridiculous it was that Kevin Cash came and pulled RJ Snow. Like he said, it was the stupidest fucking thing in the world, and I loved it. And I tweeted about it, and like 800 people were like, "Yeah, fuck that guy," And it was weird. It was weird because it's sort of the new way of doing things, right? It's 3 times through the order. You never want your player to go 3 times through the order, and so you stop him after that. Got to the point where they were looking for a better matchup, and so they pulled him, and analytics would have dictated that it would have worked, but it doesn't work all the time. But the risk-reward factor is much greater when you play analytics. However, no one accounts for testicles either, or heart, or vaginas,
well, they said that's how
whoever's playing the game.
That's how the race got that far in the first place. They played the sabermetrics, they played the math, they played the numbers. They didn't go by the gut.
He did the right thing.
And that's what got them to where they should. But all these old school baseball guys are like, I would have never pulled him in a second. And old managers are coming on ESPN saying, I had a pitcher whose name escapes me, some no name. He came to me in the 7th inning and said, I'm not feeling so hot. My arm's a little sore. I'm gonna pull myself because. And he goes, I told him right to his face.
My arm's sore. I'm going to pull myself.
My arm's sore. I'm not feeling so hot. He goes, you're feeling fine. Get the fuck out there. And he went out there and got 3 outs. And he goes, that's the old school baseball way. You feel fine. Shut up. Get out there and do your goddamn job. Oh, math. I don't give a shit.
Players, you know what players do now is they're told by trainers and they're told by the team that if you're feeling sick or you're hurt or if there's a tinge or you got something going on, we'd rather be able to put a guy in there who's 100% than a guy in there who might be 80% or 75%. So that's a medical thing, and it's also like a human wellness thing, right? Like not a lot of people go to kids like that are playing hockey. Kid, coach, my knee hurts. I don't know if I go out there. Not a lot of coaches turn around and go, "You get the fuck out there right now."
Yeah, but who was it? But like 70s hockey, who was it? Someone went out with like a broken leg or a broken ankle.
Bobby Bond. Bobby Bond. That was in the 60s. So and
that's
broken
like
leg.
That's Darren's talking about old school baseball. That's that same kind of attitude.
Yeah, but we can't do. We can't
people play through concussions for years too.
Yeah, it was Kirk Gibson.
Yeah,
hit the home run. A pinch hit home run, and he had a broken fucking leg or a really severely busted leg.
He had a fucked up knee, like a super fucked up knee.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember it too. It was an incredible moment. It was just like the dude came out, could barely walk. He goes up and and I just watched him a few years earlier win a World Series in Detroit, where he was a stud. He had the big fucking Fu Manchu going and long blonde hair. And then I partied with him once too. By the way,
no way.
Partied with him once. Might have been the biggest, most obnoxious dick you've ever met in your life.
Well, then he's on your top 5 death list.
No, I don't want him to die. I don't have a death list, by the way. I wanted to know yours, but I'm not that mean.
It was your idea.
Yeah,
I know that's not fair, right, Darryl?
Fuck you guys. Yeah. No, I don't have to do the list.
Oh,
I have I'm not wired like you guys, and so I was just asking.
Oh, okay.
Way to take a knee, Kirk Gibson.
The kind of gentler Dean.
Way to take a knee, buddy. I see what you're up to.
Yeah.
But you know what stole some of the shine off the apple last night was Justin Turner.
Yep.
Their all-star batter. Big ginger, got a beard.
Plays third.
Nice guy. Apparently he does a lot of good things in the community. He's a seasoned vet. He's a free agent, actually. But anyway, I digress.
Rumors said he's coming here, by the way. Rumors said he's going to be a Blue Jay. I like those rumors. Could be. He
used to be a Buffalo Bison, actually.
Yeah.
So was Dave Roberts.
Yep.
At any rate, so he pulls from the 7th inning because of COVID. He got some late tests, got pulled. They win the World Series. Everyone's like, oh, wow, there's no Justin Turner. That's really a bummer. All of a sudden, he shows up with a mask on. And I'm like, okay, he's got a mask on. He's not touching anybody. He's kind of being to himself in the picture. And then he takes it off, touches the trophy, kisses his wife, hugs everybody.
Well, let's be honest. If he's got it, she's got it.
Well, his teammates were like, we've been around him all day, in the clubhouse, in the dugout, in the game. If he's got it, we kind of got it too.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and he only won the World Series in some people's cases once, and fuck yeah, man, get out there and enjoy it.
Yeah. So what do you good move, bad move, Darryl? What do you think? What do you think? Think he should have gone out? Because I have thoughts on this. Unlike your death pool that you guys are running.
I don't think that he. I think that he should have gone.
That's a healthy pour. That's what's called a healthy pour.
Darren's gonna get crazy. Let's keep going. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Dude, be careful you don't stick your fingers in your own arse.
He's already pulled out the rubber phallic thing. There you go.
All right, I said fingers. Anyway, sorry.
I think he should have just gone out. And
tell me, Darryl. What do you think? I'm all ears.
And a dick.
And a dick on your face. Yeah. Yeah. Why can't you just go out and keep the mask on and like be like, okay, we did it. Fuck yeah. You know?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I here's the thing. Here's the thing is that, you know what I thought after that whole thing is I was watching the cavalcade of like unqualified doctors. I know. Man, do you have ADHD? It's incredible. It's incredible. Oh God, we got dicks, nuts. We got shoes, we got like all nuts. But
I got a bunch of other toys. You want to see them?
No, I'm good. The crush of like people that became right fighters and like, you know, COVID warriors for athletes afterwards, going, how fucking disrespectful that is. So many people like it was the same fucking characters, the same hard lefties, the same crazy terrorists from the left that are extremists that misrepresent everybody. It's the same fucking shit all the time. So I'm watching this thing and I'm like, who gives a shit? And then I started thinking, you know what? I don't even give a shit if people go out without a mask anymore. Like, I don't care. I don't care if you go out with a mask. I don't care if Sean goes out with a mask. I don't care who goes out with a mask or not.
Whoa, I'm just Sean into this.
Yeah, but I'm just busy worrying about me wearing a mask. That's where I'm at.
You know what it is? I think because it's more like if you have people in your family that are at high risk or something like that, that you don't want to, like, who knows? We could all be asymptomatic carriers and not be aware of it, right? Mm-hmm. I just wouldn't want to, like, my dad falls into some high risk categories, so I wouldn't want to be, you know.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is, if you let me ask you a question. You go into a group of people, or you see a bunch of people in the park, and you see half the people wearing masks, half the people not wearing masks, right? You're walking by wearing a mask. Are you going to go over to the half the people in the park and go, "You put your fucking mask on right now, or I'm calling the cops"? Like, I don't give a fuck, right?
No, not in the outside, but indoors. I've said to somebody, you might want to put your mask on.
In your house? In your house?
No, in a grocery store.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah.
What kind of response did you get there, wino?
Well, they're wearing a mask, and it's down here, and their nose is exposed, and they go, "Oh,
that's cheap. That's cheap. That's cheap. That's a cheap move. If there's no mask, I would get someone saying something, but an ill-placed mask, that seems a little cheesy. Seems cheap.
Well, if I don't say something to them, someone is, and they're going to get kicked out of the store.
Yeah, but why don't you just let someone else do it? Like, why do you have to be the guy? That's my point. I watch everybody want to be the guy. Like,
everybody's going to unleash their inner Karen every once in a while. Yeah. Like, I did it on UPS full blown a few weeks ago.
What happened?
They lost a package, and they set 3 delivery dates, and they missed all of them.
Yeah,
and all the information on the app was wrong. And when you call customer service, you could never get a
someone say package.
So I talked to like 6 managers just to see. I should have recorded all the calls.
Did you flex? Did you tell them? Did you pull the old? Do you know who I am?
No, I don't do that. I just wanted to get I just wanted to get what I had ordered, and so I was trying to be polite, but very blunt at the same time. I told them that they were really bad at what they do. I'm like, your sole purpose of being in business is to move boxes from one place to another, and you fucking suck at it.
That is true. Yeah, there's truth to power there, right? Like, if your job is to deliver a package, you deliver a fucking package. If my friend Steve lost something on the way over, I'd be like, he's not a delivery guy. I'm not surprised. But fucking delivery people, you're like, oh my God, probably be able to deliver something. What'd they lose? Something small, probably.
No, it was a water ski. It was a water ski that, so in a box.
Something small.
Cardboard box. It's not an envelope.
No, water ski.
It's 6 feet long.
They didn't know if it was in Concord or
weighs 40 pounds
or Kitchener or like all these. Nobody knows. There's an investigation, sir. I'm like, well, what does that mean exactly? Because, I mean, an investigation is like, oh, hey, look, there it is.
They're looking into it. That means they're trying to find it. That's the investigation. Is it a water ski you purchased? And who the fuck water skis anymore? By the way,
it is a ski that I
85?
purchased.
Is it? Yeah.
No, I'm in like phenomenal shape because of water skiing this year. It was one of the things that operated during COVID, so I went like I skied like a pro, like every single day. Not my level of skiing, it's just the amount that I went.
Water skiing is like the most 80s thing I've ever heard anybody do. Like I would talk to you in the summer and you'd be like, I'm like, hey Darryl, can we talk tonight? And you're like, I can't tonight. I've got water ski club.
No, there's more 80s stuff than that. Hey, you want to hang out
Seriously.
tonight? No, I gotta go buy an IROC.
No.
and crank Duran.
Yeah.
Showing up at the ski site with an IROC with some sweet T-tops that are out.
With some Loverboy cranking.
Yeah.
But the I'm surprised.
Niagara Falls. I think they're from Niagara Falls, right?
What are you into lawn darts as well?
No, not exactly. Look, the sport it thrives.
Hey,
but
when you're on your way down to the lake to do a little water skiing, do you listen to your 8 tracks? You say,
I grab a pack of juicy fruit first.
Yeah, that's right.
Get your skis shined up.
And then I
grab a stick of juicy fruit.
Fucking Macho Man Savage like kind of glasses.
Yep.
And then I say things like gnarly and tubular, dude.
And oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. So they lost your water ski. Do you know where it is?
I've got it now.
Oh, okay. So they didn't fucking
it.
lose it. They were finding it. That's what they should say. We don't lose stuff. We find it.
Going to be delivered on October the 9th.
Right.
They said that. And I'm like, okay, that's fantastic. Thank you.
Hey, Darrin, didn't number 2
Carolina on the 7th.
Yeah. Oh, so you got it. You're good then.
But I got it on like the 26th. I got it.
Well, who gives a shit? You got it.
I know, but I wanted to ski it more. Like, so I have a wetsuit. So I skied up until last Saturday was the last time. And then we took the slalom course out on Sunday, shut it all down. But I mean, it's cold in Canada to go do that. So if I got it on the 9th, I would have had like 3 weeks to really kind of get used to this to see if I wanted to keep it for next season or if
Darryl, listen, I stopped being interested in your water skiing stories about 5 minutes ago.
Go on all day. You want to talk
like I'm sitting here. I was no word of a lie. I was radioing my head. Like we doing radio in a bad break where you're like, how do I fucking cut this guy off?
Darryl, you lost me at hello.
And I had to, you know what I had to do? I had to say, hey, listen, dude, I got to tell you, no offense, but I'm not interested in anything to do in water
I'm looking
skiing
at porn.
with you. None of that stuff. But good for you. You got it. And here's why I wanted to ask about I'm interested, and we can segue into another lost package because you're in your United States of America, Darrin. Tucker Carlson lost all the evidence on you, all the evidence he had, all the dirt he had on Joe Biden. Sent it in the UPS. Lost.
Oh, no wonder he lost it. UPS can't do it. They can't send it, and that was probably an envelope. Good luck. They'll never find it. If they can't find
We're never going to get through a podcast.
A 6-foot tall cardboard box. How the hell will they find a couple papers for Tucker Carlson?
Well, allegedly. So here's the story. Tucker Carlson said he unearthed and he had some documents that really nailed Hunter Biden to the wall. Nailed him to the wall. Had him dead to rights.
Racist.
Red-handed.
But then he put him in a UPS package, a FedEx document package, and he mailed him because that's the safest way to handle packages that could really fuck your opponent. Is to put him in a package
fucking mail
and send him in the mail. Yeah. Don't make copies. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I trust the UPS. I trust FedEx.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they go missing. And then he goes on air and goes, I had these documents, folks. And they were damning. They were going to nail Biden and his fucking son against the fucking wall. But you know what? As luck would have it, I lost them.
Hey, do you want to see Tucker Carlson do that live? You got to watch this. This is like Tucker Carlson admitting that he had all the dirt on Biden to destroy his presidential chances, but he unfortunately gave him to a bad UPS guy.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy story.
Goddamn UPS.
And the UPS guy lost it, and unfortunately, I didn't make any backups. Anyway, have a listen. This is
it's like the guy in Ferris Bueller who gave the car to the guy in the parking garage. Remember?
I'm a professional.
I'll get your package to DC. Don't worry about it.
Here's Tucker Carlson losing the documents. They suddenly vanished. Are we ready to play that fucker? Yeah, let's play it.
Your producers like this.
You good? Here it is. Here's Tucker Carlson. And we don't have the video? We're just putting that up? Just the picture of his face? Is that what we're doing? Oh! I thought we had the video. We don't have the video? Okay, no video. But that's exactly what happened. So, what a cock-up. Like, does anybody fucking believe that guy? Does anybody? Like, is there any?
Allegedly, wasn't it a couple hours ago? Allegedly, he said he found it, or they found it.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and he said they found it, and now they're not sure what to do because some of the articles are missing.
So, are you suggesting that maybe the Fox Opinion hosts are just are full of shit, like Tucker Carlson and Hannity? They're lying then.
I think they're doing it for entertainment. I don't think either of them think they're lying. I think both of them think it's a nightly skit.
Well, you know what? I was listening to NPR today, Dean and Darryl, and in America, let's talk about America, because I'm in America.
Yeah.
And this is what the people are saying, and I firmly believe this, all joking aside. I think the people in America that are undecided is extremely small, very, very, very narrow.
Very different than 4 years ago.
If you are undecided in October, late October 2020, you're a fuck up. You're a fuck up.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't vote.
Yeah.
You are either this way or you're that way. Now, it doesn't matter how you got this way or that way. You've made up your mind. Mm-hmm. No one's going, Trump fucks up a lot. Trump's kind of crooked. Trump's kind of a shithead, but this Biden email thing with this Tucker Carlson thing has got me thinking. I don't know. Am I going to vote?
Hey, here, you know what? And let's talk about process. Let's talk about process here, Mr. Emoji. Let's talk about process. In the world that I understand,
I'm going to vote, but I'm going to vote for this.
Okay. In the world that I understand, where there you go, bud. There you go. Congratulations.
I'm going to still frame that. That's going to be your new contact whenever, like.
Let me ask you.
I just don't care.
No, hold it. Let me ask you a question. That's why I love you. Is how much harder is it to believe that there is a reason to not vote for Joe? You might have it, like, as you point out, undecided at this point based on evidence, right? You're undecided because you're still weighing your two best options for president, if you are in that category. And I agree with you. I think it's a lot smaller. Although, if you're undecided, you're a fucking idiot. You completely agree.
Maybe someone's going, maybe I'll vote for Kanye West.
Yeah. No, someone's like, but let's weigh it. Like when you're trying to make an informed decision, you weigh the pros and the cons, right? So if you look at Donald Trump, you look at raped a bunch of girls, currently being sued for rape,
allegedly,
pedophile. Was part of Jeffrey Epstein. No, he raped a 13-year-old and hit her. There's a fucking court case that's going to come out after this that will blow your mind. And you can see
I saw the leaked stuff on that one. I think.
And it's, dude, we put it out and everybody, it's fucking true. It's 100% true. And I'm not into conspiracies at all. But he's a rapist. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a fucking liar. He's a cheater. He's a thief. He's killed 250,000 people. But you know what? I really am interested as to what's on this Hunter Biden computer. All that stuff. And someone's like, but you know what? I think I'm just going to wait to see what's on the computer because who knows, right? It might be something like bad, way worse than all that stuff.
Yeah. So, Trump raped a bunch of girls, cheated on his wife with a porn star, lied about it.
I'm okay with that one.
He's been impeached. He's being sued by like hundreds of people. He's hundreds of millions of dollars in debt.
Billions. He's billions in debt.
He's got about 7 or 8 bankruptcies under his belt.
Yeah.
But this Biden computer thing.
Yeah.
How do you bankrupt a casino? Like how? How the hell? Like you literally like grade a casino on like profit per square foot. Yeah. Like, that's how they rate them. Like, is this a good casino? I don't know. What's their profit per square foot? Like they're just profit machines. So
well, hold it. Part of it is like it's only a profit machine if you show the money, right? Have you guys seen Ozark? Have you guys watched Ozark at all?
Oh God, yeah, that's great.
That comes to mind when we talk about Trump's casino issues. Is that it had to have been a front for the mob? So, like, there's no way it wasn't. Just a way to wash money.
in the
Same
cage.
thing. Yeah, that kind of shit. Anyway.
Well, his lawyer before Giuliani was a mob lawyer.
Cohen?
Yeah, Roy Cohen.
No, not Cohen. The other guy, the guy before he ran.
Okay.
Oh,
Cohen was an idiot, and so was Giuliani.
Well, I mean, Giuliani is just like. Remember when America's mayor and like at post 9/11, Giuliani was like this heroic like figure in American life, and like
now he's just a sweaty little cocksucker.
And back then he married, his first marriage was to his cousin.
Yeah.
Why didn't we know about that? Why didn't we know that about America's mayor in like 20 years ago?
I don't buy that. Whenever someone puts America's and then blank, I just laugh because fucking Dallas Cowboys are not America's team. It's just America's mayor, America's football team. Fuck that shit. Like nothing is America's whatever.
He was a respected public figure back then. I'm saying, like, whether you agreed with Giuliani's politics because of being the mayor of New York during 9/11, and he was very present and there and hands-on and felt like he was doing a good job. How is that the same guy that is just Trump's stooge that goes around to Ukraine and stuff to try to, create schemes or find dirt or whatever? It's just,
and you know what? It's the weirdest thing because people with great reputations, like really good reputations, have sewered themselves by being around Trump, right? Being in this universe, being part of all these lies and the bullshit and the death and everything. And Jack Nicklaus came out today, God rest his soul, and said he voted for Trump because Trump's a great fucking guy. And he did everything he said he was going to do. And he's the most accepting. This is Jack fucking Nicklaus. This is the Golden Bear. This is the greatest golfer. This is the king of majors. This is outside of Arnie and Tiger. He's it. Like he's fucking it. He is golf. He is the greatest treasure golf knows right now. Jack Nicklaus came out and he's like, I fucking love that guy. I love Trump. He's never done anything wrong.
For him again?
Well, here's why. He's got a $20 million business interest with him down in Florida, and about a golf course architecture business job that they were doing. And so he's coming out to prop up Donald Trump because he's got a vested interest. And I think that those are the only people that are voting for Trump if they're humane. They are like, fuck, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to go and vote for this guy because it means more money to me because I work in a deregulated area or, I work in a space that I make more money because of this cocksucker. So that's what's happened is everybody's been caught up in this vortex and sold their souls to this cunt. And guys like Jack Nicklaus now are like Jack fucking Nicklaus. He's dead to me. Because Donald Trump is all of those bad things. Like he's in the same fucking category as Hitler in this conversation like a week ago. And he is with everybody else. And that's what you're seeing. That's really, and it'll be funny too after this whole thing is done, Darren. I don't know about you or you, Darryl, but everybody has, and I'm not on Facebook, but I hear it from people like, oh, my girlfriend on Facebook is sending me all this QAnon shit, and she didn't used to be this weird. But like there's going to be a reckoning to happen after this whole thing when it comes to friendships down in the United States. Like, I don't know if you've dusted all your friends, Darren, that are Trumpers, but
I have a lot of friends in California that have put up a lot of stuff on Facebook and other socials about being pro-Trump.
Yeah.
And they say this and they say
and
they say this and they say that. And I just laugh, guys. I just laugh and I go, you know what? Thank God you live in fucking California, which is blue as my Dodger hat. Because you can say and vote any way you want, but this state is going to Biden 100%. Not 98, not 75, 100. It's going blue. That's why Trump doesn't come here. That's why he doesn't give us any money for disaster relief with our fires, because he hates California, hates it. But he'll show up in Newport, do a campaign. Beach was a very key area of Orange County. But as far as campaigning in California, nah, he doesn't give a shit. Whereas Biden's in Florida, Biden's in Georgia, Biden goes to Wisconsin, Kentucky. He's in the trenches in those swing states. Texas is now a swing state. Texas was never
crazy.
a swing state, ever.
Yeah.
It was like Texas is going red, California's going blue. That's the end of it. But now it's like, we're not so sure. It's a swing state. Ohio is a swing state. Michigan all of a sudden became a swing state.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, he won. I was laughing because Wisconsin is getting absolutely fisted right now by COVID-19, and there's this massive fucking uprising, and because Trump came there, he preaches that this isn't a big deal. Their hospitalizations, they're full across the state. They're fucking full. 10,000, 8,000 people a day just in the one state of Wisconsin that are getting this fucking, and people are dying at record numbers. And he won that state by I don't know how many votes, not very many, but he won the electoral college in the electoral vote. So it was Wisconsin's kind of back and forth. Obama had it, I think in 2000 prior to those two 2008 2012, and then it flipped back to Dickhead, and now Dickhead is like minus 21 points. Like, that's how huge Joe Biden is. And it has really very little to do with Biden other than the fact that he's fucking stable. He seems to be human, right? He seems to be kind.
Trump's big arguments in some of the debates has been, you've been in politics for whatever, 37 years. What have you done? And my argument is, he's been in politics for 37 years. You've been in politics for 37 minutes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if he is remaining in politics and remaining a senator for all this time, that means somebody somewhere is probably thinking he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mostly just racist.
And above all else, he's a functioning adult. He's a functioning adult, and he was with Obama for 8 years, and people respected the administration. I think it's gonna be a bloodbath. The only way we're gonna know on election night next Tuesday is if the Electoral College, if Biden gets to 270, lightning quick, and Trump's still hovering in the 100, like 110, 115. If it gets to 270, 115, it is a whitewash. It is a landslide. The election is over. But if it's like 180, 190, 250, then it could take several days, if not weeks.
What happens to America during that time? Like, it's possible that like the U.S. kind of goes off next week. You know what I mean? Like,
I think Canada. This is the prime time for Canada, the great nation of Canada, that I hold a passport for. The great nation of Canada to invade.
You know what?
Come on in.
I have an idea, Darren. You might like this. Come on in. I have an idea. Because of like after our election, there was that whole Wexit thing, and Alberta hates the rest of Canada, and
I got my mask on. Hold on. You guys have COVID.
No, we don't.
What about a straight up trade, Alberta for California?
I like it.
We give you Alberta.
I'll throw in Saskatchewan and Manitoba too, just for fun. But you take the three middle provinces, we take California, and then you can ship all the because those provinces are generally filled with Wexiters and weirdos, and there are some common sense people out there, but they're filled.
I'll tell you what, I'll up the ante, Dean.
Filled with Americans.
We'll give you California. You give us Alberta and Saskatchewan?
Yeah, sure. For sure. Fuck.
But we also want Nova Scotia.
No.
And
no deal.
We'll give you Kentucky and Tennessee.
No deal. No, I don't want those. Fuck. Yeah, right. Kentucky.
Come on.
Kentucky.
Come on, Nashville? Louisville?
1 out of 12 people graduate high school in Kentucky. I don't want Kentucky. I have a question, though.
That's where Mitch McConnell's from.
Exactly.
I know. Yeah. The incredible melting man. I have a question, and as we kind of round the corner and come to a close here, because we were talking about, it was a hard podcast start. We were talking about top 3 people we wanted to see dead. If this election goes as we think it's going to go, hopefully, and Trump loses, do you want more than prison for Trump Jr., Cokie McCokerton, his daughter, Piss Flaps McGee, whatever her name is, and then burn victim Trump, Eric. Like, which people do you want to see marshaled, and what type of torture should we bring back? for people that
Don Jr.
murdered 500,000 people. I tell you what, you guys can have Donald Trump. I want to see Don Jr. get garroted.
He's just such a smug prick, Don Jr.
And he's always coked out of his mind too. He's like a fucking weirdo. He's always like every time he does like a video, it's got coke mouth.
I love how they're portrayed on SNL.
Yeah,
they do a great job with Don Jr. and Eric.
So I want to see Trump garroted, Jr. That would be the one thing I would like.
Explain garroting.
A garroting is, from what my understanding is, you take a wire and you you put it through someone's like braces almost, but through the mouth, and you nice and snug. Got to get it nice and snug, fit to the face, and then you tie it to like a big piece of wood, and you turn this piece of wood. And the more you turn it, the tighter this wire gets, and
so the
more leverage you have.
Like this.
Boom,
So it's like,
takes you clean off. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like the jaw just goes like that.
And it's medieval shit too. It's like the stuff that it just goes poof, and then all of a sudden.
What about What about the old school Catherine wheel or the Iron Maiden?
The Catherine wheel. Explain the Catherine wheel, because I'm not familiar with that other than black metallic.
I think the Catherine wheel was they put you in this device and they would spin it, and as they spun it, it would tighten the extremities on your wrists and ankles.
like ropes, it would get tighter and tighter.
That's awesome.
And Iron Maiden is like a sarcophagus they put you in with knives that pierce you and you bleed out.
Yeah.
What about like the old school, like getting drawn and quartered, where you have like ropes tied to horses and they're tied to your arms and your legs, and the horses
I like that one.
Directions. Yeah.
What about stoning? Stoning is a good one.
That's old school. I love a good stoning. I tell you. And then here's the thing:
back at Young and Dundas Square, we had a lot of great stonings.
Back in our day, we used to love the stonings at Young Dundas Square.
Every Saturday,
we
would stone. Alan Cross would be stoned.
Stoning gives. I wouldn't stone Alan Cross. Stoning will give Americans each an opportunity to take out a certain amount of revenge. Right.
Oh,
depending on, like, if you got, let's just say you throw Cokie McCokerton, Burn Victim, Piss Flaps, and Don Senior in this one hole, right?
Okay.
And then you load up on rocks, and you've got levels.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go levels. You got different, like, you can get the bronze package. It's a few light rocks. You can get the silver.
All the money goes to charity.
Yeah, it's some good. Silver's pretty good. It's got a couple nuggets in there. It's like when you buy a candy bag, you get, I'll get a couple goldfish in there too. You get some strawberries. Same thing. You get like
same thing with rocks.
Yeah, or you can get the platinum package, and they'll load you up with some gnarly shit, like really sharp stuff that you can throw, stuff you can curve. Yeah, and depending on if you had a family member die or was negatively affected by any of Donald Trump's archaic policies and all the other stuff and all the terribleness and the racism and the death, your families get awarded the gold, silver, or platinum package, right? And if you just hate the guy, if you just want to see Don Jr. bleed to death for a few hours and just get continually nailed in the face and back and head until he's just tired and dead. You can buy that, but it's going to cost. Like, it's going to cost a couple $100.
To the point where he looks like one of the lions that him and Eric have shot in Africa.
Yeah. And then you take them over there and you feed them to the lions.
And if you have the death throw, like you paid your money, you got a rock, and you hit him, Donald Trump, smack it in his skull, and he dies, the doctor goes, he's dead. That guy wins a prize. Yeah. He wins a national holiday. John Doe is now John Doe Day, which is the day after Election Day, whatever that day is. Like Thanksgiving in America, it always moves. Like that day is John Doe Day, and you celebrate that man.
And you put a John Doe statue up at the scene. Like, this is the guy that finally had the. He was almost dead. But the guy was a great shot.
Everybody gets that tattooed on their finger.
Are there rules in a stoning though? Like, is it like darts? Do you have to throw from a certain distance?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there'd have to be, because like you don't want guys cheating, right? Like, let's say you got a guy that has a bronze package but a platinum. Well, a bronze package guy with a rock, and he like jumps and he like let's say he gets real up and close, like nice and close. He takes the other guy's satisfaction away. He's coming in behind him, right? So there's going to have to be rules, like a line, sort of like darts, like you pointed out earlier, where it's like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Whoa. That's unfair. Back it up. You lose a turn. And it's like, I don't care if I lost a turn as long as I got him.
You'll have to get cameras on, like for the death blow. Was it official? Like, did his
Yep.
foot cross the line?
Hey! And yeah, at the end of it, we all go like this.
How do you guys feel about what just went down?
We got Biden in office. He's hiring good people. The economy's back. COVID's being crushed. Things are going back to normal. Oh, we got this Trump thing. Live on NBC every Monday night at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you could roll it out. You could do
for another maiming of the Trump family.
Who dies today? Is it Ivanka? Is it Don Jr.? Who knows?
Yeah, reality shows. I mean, it's been a reality show presidency, so it might as well.
Yeah. Oh, Giuliani would be fun too. So would half the staff at Fox.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. That'd be fun to watch. It'd be great pay-per-view
Laura Ingraham.
stuff.
She's another one I don't like.
No,
Laura Ingraham. Oh yeah.
The Ingram angle.
So tough to listen to. Those.
I got the old Ingram angle because I'd get the bronze package.
But you know what? Okay, so
and
everything we're saying, you started off, and this is going to get lost in the conversation about Dean. You had said how you get really annoyed with the crazy people over on the left because there's as much of that too, right? Like,
yeah.
People are going to see this and they're going to be like, "Oh, you're a bunch of cucks," or those.
Why? It's nothing to do with the politics. It's nothing to do with politics. This is a fucking bad man. Yeah, you sit here and talk about and his family's just a bunch of bad, shitty people that fucking steal from cancer patients and fucking take the Trump org money that's meant for kids with cancer and spend it on paying off hookers. They're bad fucking people. Guy raped a woman, E.G. Carroll. That's hot. Fucking guys are rapists, and we're sitting here going, "Oh, well, it's terrible. You shouldn't want that for the president." He's not a fucking president. He's a piece of shit that sold the presidency. So it's okay.
Thank you.
It's okay. Jesus. You're welcome.
It's true. I know it's true, but we'll just get painted into that corner of crazy.
Good.
Lefty.
I hope. Whoa, I'm no lefty. I've already canceled the lefties here, and I'm no righty. I hate them just as much as I hate the terrorists on the other. Like I've said before. So
this is how we bring people together. It's like, can we not realize that they're all dickheads?
Yeah.
And that the normal people are somewhere in the middle.
Dickhead.
That is Darrin Pfeiffer on the bottom. Dangerous Darrin's podcast is available at Adobe, the @Dangerous Darrin Show. You can also get it at DeanBlundell.com and at Darrin99 on Twitter. I don't care if you do it, dude. It doesn't bug me. I know it's a piece of plastic. And if it wasn't, I'd be okay with that too. You know why? You do
it's
you.
It's just a toy.
You do you.
Whatever makes you happy, bud.
Yeah, man.
This thing has stories to tell.
I bet it does.
It has stories to tell. Trust me.
He just likes it in and around his face. That's what he likes.
Darryl Spring, Darryl Talks to Bands, episode 35 is a banger with Rockin' Engine. Go and check out Rockin' Engine. They're a fucking great band out of Ottawa.
They're killer, yeah.
Yeah, great
Super
metal
nice
band.
guys too. Love those guys.
So go and check out Darryl's podcast, Darryl Talks to Bands. DeanBlundell.com is where you can find it. Also on iTunes, Apple, Twitter. Same thing with Darrin. Thank you to our friends at Blue. Thanks to our friends at Owner's Box Fantasy Sports. Blue Microphones, the #1 microphone in podcasting, broadcasting. Show us your pod contest. Enter it. Blue will give you all new podcast gear if you win. Go to DeanBlundell.com. Sign up. Super easy. Send us a link. You could win. Join the network and get all new stuff. And we're even going to set someone up with their own sponsor. Did you know that? We're going to give someone a sponsor. Probably should give you guys a sponsor.
I'm interested in that. Yeah. Maybe I'll enter the contest.
Now that I'm thinking about it, probably should have kept that one high and tight. No big deal. Anyway,
well, when I think of Blue, I think of this.
That's right. Congratulations again. Owner's Box Fantasy Sports. Sign up right now. Get a $50 match deposit. Play with real money or play with Owner's Bucks. Give yourself something to do during the pandemic. It'll change your life. It changed mine. Go and play some fantasy sports. Seriously, do it. It's fun. We've got a full slate of NFL games. We've got the guys from Owner's Box on tomorrow. We just added 2 of their podcasts. Please go and check out ownersbox.com by going to DeanBlundell.com. Click on Drew Brees' face right at the top. Enter. Have some fantasy fun with us. We're going there to watch some games with them this weekend, too. It's going to be fun. Thanks. Yeah.
You can get in on some fantasy water skiing on Owner's Box. What do you think?
No, it's not 1970.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Why don't we go get a wheel and a stick and roll it down the street, too? That'd be fun.
Watch some of the top-level skiing. Tell me you wouldn't rather see that on ESPN instead of...
I don't care. I don't care about water skiing.
Well, Dean, you would care if you saw some of these girls.
No, it doesn't interest me right now.
Darryl has turned me on to a few of the hot shots from the
hot water
sport.
skiing babes. Well, why don't we do this?
Why
don't we do this? The next time we get together, we'll put some pictures of some people you ski with, and then you can try and convince me that water skiing is a good thing, because that might have been the most boring 5 minutes I've ever been a part of.
All right. But I mean, please tell us more about players' salaries and stuff, because that is.
I haven't talked about.
Well, Dean,
I'm not talking about player salaries. We have people that do that at DeanBlundell.com, like whole podcasts of it. I don't do it. I was like, it's like music. You're going to tell me Dean, I spent 4 hours playing Inagata Davida and a bunch of other music. You wouldn't believe who produces. I don't care who produces shit. I don't. It's like, I don't care whose WAR average and batting average was the best in the last 10 years. It doesn't bother me. Don't care. You know what I care about? People. That's what sets us apart. We're here for the people.
All right. Water skiing's cool, man. I don't care.
It is cool. I back Darryl. It's cool.
Whatever. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for listening to the podcast. No, it's pretty cool. Darryl's cool. Water skiing, you got to cool it up for me. Darryl, cool it up. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Don't forget, you can get us at DeanBlundell.com. Sign up for a newsletter there as well, so we can send you all this stuff. Thanks, Darrin. Thanks, Darryl. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Spring, Darrin
Much
Pfeiffer,
love.
Dean Blundell saying so long, friends. So long, friends. We're leaving now.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Darryl. Darryl's leaving now. Have a great day. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for watching the podcast. Go to DeanBlundell.com for stuff. Good. I'm good now. It's all over. All done now.